Or it will do this way, go up a bit and do what? Keep coming down. Just like this. We're going to see all these things with our eyes on the charts. Remember, trading, you need to do what? Use your eyes, use your skill and risk management when you're trading. Now let's go to the higher time frame. Let's start with monthly time frame. Let me zoom out to the, oh, sorry, let me delete this. And peak. Good. So without any analysis, what is the market doing now? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Type on the chat box. Without any analysis, we're not doing anything. What is the market doing? Is the market creating an uptrend, higher highs or lower highs? What is the market doing? Higher lows or lower highs? Is the market going up or is the market coming up without any analysis? Are you seeing an uptrend or a downtrend? What are you seeing? Just like I taught you, uptrend, good, beautiful, beautiful, uptrend. No analysis. What you're seeing is just uptrend. That is the first thing that we've seen, that the market is going what? Up. So anything we are doing based on what we are seeing on the higher time frame, we should be looking for what? Market that is going up. For us to know that this market is going to change, we're going to do what? Identify our zones, our resistance zone and our support zone. So let's go to weekly and see what the market is doing too. Hold on. What's the market still doing here? Even on the weekly, no analysis. What are you seeing? Market going up or is the market coming down? Type on the chat book. Are you seeing an upward trend or a downtrend on the weekly? It's going up. Beautiful. So let's come to the daily time frame. What's the market still doing on a daily time frame? It's still doing what? It's still going up. Now, for us to know, is this uptrend going to continue or will the market reverse? What's going to happen? All I do when I'm analyzing on the higher time frame is look for price action and just the trend. What is the market doing? That's all for higher time frame. Remember I told you the time frame you're using determine how much you have in your account. You can't have a $200 account and you're coming to enter a trade on a higher time frame. Just one move on that higher time frame can clear your whole account. So the support and resistance zone I taught you, you can use it on any time frame and you can make your money and do what? Leave the market. It works for every time frame. That's the beauty of what? Support and resistance. So why most traders tell you go to the higher time frame to see the analysis, all what they're telling you is go and check what? The trend in the market. Now, that's the next class we're going to do, price action, for you to understand. So for those in the group, that's your assignment. Go and study the strongest price action. For me, what I look for in the markets, engulfing candle and a pin bars. Engulfing candles and pin bars. Those two are the most powerful. Those are the ones that I do what I love, me, myself, I look for in the market. So when I see those things, I know that yes, there's a reversal or that trend is actually powerful. Also, doji tells me, just like what you're seeing here, indecision candle, that's like a cross. Tells me that nobody won. The sellers and the buyers met at this pivot zone here. So something is actually happening. And that's very beautiful for me to confirm that my buy trend on Euro AUD is what? Perfect. Look at what happened last week. Last week we sold, we bought, and we actually sold. And this week, look at what ended last week. The candle ended like a what? Indecision candle. So the market don't know if I'm actually coming down or I'm actually going up. If you notice, if I change this to a line chart like what I taught you, it's falling within my what? My zone. It's falling within my zone. Have you seen? It's still within my zone. It's falling within my zone here. So what I'm expecting price to do what is either go up or come down. But thanks to price action, I know what's going to happen. It's price is telling me that markets cannot come down any either. That's what I see, because it's still within this support zone. It has broken up from this resistance zone here and it has fallen off here. I don't like using this because I prefer entering on the smaller time frame, 1 hour or 15 minutes. So now I understand what's happening here. The market is still going up. Now see the W. You see what I told you? So before it goes up, it will come down here, test this W. You see the structure? Before it goes what? Up. So when, for those in the group that I said, we're going to buy this thing next week, because I've understood how structure works. I've seen the structure here. I've seen the W pattern here. You can see it here. I've seen the retests here on the neckline. Then what I'm expecting is to do what? Keep buying. But I prefer if you see this on a smaller time frame and you enter. For us that entered here, buying it to the top, you know, we're going to have less, like the sale we took, we had just like how many pips? Less than 15 pips stop loss. It was not even up to that. Okay, so that's for daily. Now let's go to weekly. And we do what? Let me zoom out. You can see another W here. You can see the pattern. Came down, did what? See the end, the cone. We like call it the cone, and all that. Market is going to continue going up. It just, if you spot patterns, that's how it is in the market. Harmonic patterns too, but I wouldn't want you to go that length because you need calculation to do that. And trust me, let's focus on the one that is actually easy, that everybody can partake in it. You have to use your eye to spot it. Like I use my eye to spot this pattern. I can use my eye to spot more harmonic patterns here and different kind of things. But that's if you're going advanced. But for now, let's focus on how easy it is. So 1 hour time frame, beautiful. This is why I like drawing my support and resistance zone. So first, I'm going to draw the zone before I show you how. Remember our zone, the first impulse move, which is this one we're seeing here. You pick up from the beginning to the end and you do what? You draw it. The first impulse move in the market, you do what? You draw it this way. You can see how price respected it. So there's something here that price wants to do what? Is respected. Now I've seen something like this, and for me to understand the pattern or what's going on, what will I do? I will go to the lower time frame, 15 minutes precisely. The guy I was showing his video, Adam Cool, that is the guy. I remember I told you there's a professional trader that trades only, he takes his trade on 15 minutes. He looks for opportunities on 15 minutes and he takes his trade. So what you go for now, I've understood what's happening here. I've seen what is happening here. If you want to enter this trade, looking for patterns, you go to the smaller time frame. 15 minutes is beautiful. There you can see everything clearly before it happens. Now, why I told us to sell that trade was because I saw this W pattern. I remember what happened when you see a W pattern. You wait for what? You know that by the time the market is done here, the market has to come back to test the neckline, this middle here. I'm sure you can see my cursor. Test it here, then does what? Go up. That's how easy it is. So if you've drawn your support and resistance zone on your H1, go to your what? Your lower time frame and look for beautiful structures like W, like M, like V bottom, and what? Like the cone. Let me use the letter. Let me go to letters and type it well so everyone can see it clearly. Let me change the font so it's going to be bigger. 40. M, V, I can't see the, okay, unless I turn it upside down. Let me see if I can highlight this and rotate it. Well, you know the other one. There's no letter like that unless I use small letter. Okay, let me just use N, but you understand what I mean. Or let me change it to small letter. Okay, this way, beautiful. So this is what you should expect. These are the patterns, the structures you should be looking for when you go to the smaller time frame. When you see something like this, look at this cone here. I've spotted one cone here. You can see here. What did the market do? It came back up a bit and did what? It broke down. The best place to look for those things are what? On the 15 minutes. 15 minutes is better to do what? Take those trades on the 15 minutes. It's very beautiful. Spot for patterns on the 15 minutes, not on the higher time frame. Higher time frame is better to tell you the direction, but for you to enter the market, go to the lower time frame so you can have a better entry. I need to delete this. Why is it not going off? Sorry, I'll delete everything. So if you understand what I'm saying about the pattern and structures, please type on the chat box yes. If you don't understand it, say no so I can go back to it. All these things fall within your support and resistance. But for you to do what? Be confident that that buy trade you're entering or that sell trade you're entering is actually accurate. If you spot this kind of patterns on the smaller time frame, after doing your analysis, after spotting your zone, have it, Juan 001, can you stop typing on my, can you stop, Femi, please, can you help me delete this thing and remove Juan 001? Remove Juan 001 from the call. Please help me delete this on my screen and remove Juan 001. Thank you. All right, so let me check the chat box. Can I spot the pattern of 1 minute time frame? Okay, Femi, yes, go ahead. You can spot pattern, but the best place to spot it for you to know it's accurate is that 15 minutes. I prefer it on 15 minutes. Okay? 15 minutes is actually better. So this is actually what I saw, and that's why I decided to take the sell on what? On Euro AUD. And I also used my Fibonacci, like what I taught you before, to check where price is going to get to before it stopped and start buying. As soon as price made this impulse move, you see our entry is within this range. It has activated our buy entry already. I think our buy entry is 66083 or something of that nature. 66083. I can't remember unless I check my MT4. Somewhere around here. That's where our entry is, yeah. So I'm expecting price to do what? Start going up from there. I just needed the Fibonacci to know the area the price is going to get. And it actually fell within the neckline here. So we're going to continue our buy using this trade. Okay, so I think we've finished here. So look at another pattern I just spotted here. This is a beautiful one. Let me move this. See this? It came back and retested here. See? Before it did what? Went up. So it's to give you more confidence when you're trading. When you've drawn your zones and you feel, am I sure this thing is going to continue buying or is it continue selling? If you go to 15 minutes and you spot all these things, it's easy for you to Confidently take that trade, put your stop loss, and do what? Buy or sell that trade. So me, I'm so confident that this trade is going to do what? Continue buying, because one, I've gone to the daily time frame, I've seen the price action there. There's an indecision candle. I've seen everything that this thing is going up. It's actually sitting on my what? Support zone. There's an indecision candle there. So what will happen on the smaller time frame is for it to continue the trend of what's happening in the what? On the higher time frame. So seeing all these things for me is okay for me to do what? Confidently take my trade. But if price decide not to follow, go the same way, we have a what? A stop loss. To do what? To hit our stop loss and continue. But for me, on this analysis, I'm expecting price to do what? Continue from here to the upside. That is what I see. So that's enough for Euro AUD, and I'm sure this is okay. So we have to go to the next. We said we're analyzing 3 pairs: USD, JPY, GBP USD, and gold. That is what we are taking. That's what we are taking. So we'll start from the higher time frame, the monthly time frame. Let me zoom out. What are you seeing presently? Let me open it a bit. What are you seeing presently? I'm sure somebody has spotted the pattern I'm seeing here. Someone spotted the pattern I'm seeing here. If you can spot any pattern here, tell me what you spotted. Write the letter. Had a big V I spotted here, very big one. See what price is it. Or it depends. Anything is for us to do what? Go to the lower time frame and know what is going to happen. That's all. My chart is blinking. Yes. Okay, good. But now, not spotting anything. What are you seeing the market? What is the market doing? Is the market going up or is the market coming down? What do you see the market doing? Is the market going up, coming down, or is the market sideways? It's consolidating. What are you seeing? Ranging, beautiful. Ranging. Somebody say coming down, ranging. The market is actually ranging because we're not seeing anything. You can see. It's still within this big zone. If I change it into to my line charts and draw my zone, market is still, this is the highest one, this little one here. It's still within there. Changing back. It's still on the zone. So those that said ranging, good. Market is just going in and out. It has not started. It's not moving up or coming down. But we are going to go to the lower time frame to check. Remember, this is monthly. And a little move on monthly is actually a great move on the lower time frame. You understand that? So let's go to the weekly. What are you seeing on the weekly? You can see, you can this is a direction up. This is a direction down. This is a direction up. But here, you see what the market is doing. So you know that there's no direction yet. It's just going up and down, and all that. Now, on the daily time frame, what are you seeing? It's still the same thing. Now, for us to know that whether the market has actually will soon leave the consolidating zone or we continue consolidating, we will go to the lower time frame to check what is happening. Now, you come to H4. What is happening in H4? It's as if it's coming down. You can see that creating little lower lows. Lower lows, lower, I can see it's lower high, lower lows. So this will tell us, okay, we're actually getting somewhere. Now H1, which is very beautiful and perfect for you drawing your what? Your zones, your support and resistance zone. So you zoom out, change it to your line charts. What is the highest? What are we seeing here? Market is actually doing what? Coming down. If you look at it, it's coming down. So if the market is coming down, this is the recent what? Pullback, something of this nature. This one you're seeing here. Or I can decide to, let's open it a bit. Let's restart the chart. 1, 2. Okay. You can see you don't even know how the market is moving. So let's pick the recent one, which is here. You know why I picked this one from this tip here to this top here? And I did that, you draw it. I picked from here. Let me go to the tip here to here, this circle here. So change it back to candlestick. We'll see how price reacted to it. Okay, price is still within it. This is a stick flag. We don't know if price is going to continue going down or price is going to continue what? Going up. As you can see, I've not seen any pattern here. All what I've seen here is a stick and flag. Look at what stick and flag. Look at the Nigerian flag. Let me draw something for you. Let me draw a flag. Pardon my drawing. I don't want to make it green and white because we're not happy in this country. So let me leave it like this. Now, this is a stick and flag. Impulse move here. Then this is what's happening inside here. Price is doing what? Ranging inside. We either see a breakout like this, retest and continue, or a breakout like this, retest and continue. That's why when someone went with the group, I say I'm seeing a stick and flag. You understand what that means? Now, this is another type of stick and flag. You see something like this. Then you see something like this. Have you seen? So market is inside doing what? Ranging. You either come out, retest, continue, or what? Breakout. Never trade in a ranging market. Always wait for what? A breakout. So now, if you look at this, I'm not seeing any direction yet. All I'm seeing is a stick and a flag pattern. If you understand what I'm actually doing here, type yes. You can see a stick and I'm just doing a rough sketch. If you understand what I'm doing, type yes. I'm sure those that will understand better are those who actually been in the class. I've been joining them, so they understand. So what I'm expecting here is either price will do what? Break out of here, retest, continue, or break out of here, retest, and do what? Continue at this, finish. But let's draw our zones so we can understand what is happening. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is it here to this place. The first pullback, remember? The first pullback. The first pullback. Now, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future, we will go to the past to know exactly what's going to happen. And the past is just here. This is the one here for if the price is going to break out, the next zone is what? Here. This little one, you can see this little pullback here. Here or here. This is another one here. I'm sure those that understand that people in the group or those that actually okay, this one is actually small. Let's pick this from here and here. Here, okay. From this tip to this tip. So change it to what? I can see price actually respected those zone area. So two things I'm expecting from USDJPY is to break out from here, retest this zone and do what? Come down. Or do what? Reject it, go this way and do what? Come here. Either of the two. But now that we're not sure, let's go to 15 minutes and see if we can spot any beautiful pattern on the 15 minutes chart to see whether we will get anything useful. Okay, I've spotted something. If you can spot what I saw now, type on the chat box. If you spotted any pattern here, type on the chat box. Let me see. Because me, I've seen two things here. CW here. Though it came here and it ended up on this zone, it did not break out. And I saw another one. That one has completed its era. Like Buhari, that will continue. So I'm expecting this to do what? Come up a bit and come down. Or it just continue coming down this way, retest here and keep coming down. Do you understand what I just drew? Because I spotted. How can I delete this? If I clean all these things, okay, I know what to do. Oh, sorry. I'm coming to the chat box. 1 minute. I need to remove this line I drew here. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let me go to chat box. My chat box is blinking. Okay, V and W, V and W, V and M. Somebody say M. Me, I've not spotted the M, but let me look for it. Okay. But what I spotted here now is this cone pattern. This one here. Here and here. So when you see something like this, the market will do what? Go up, then continue. When you spot a V bottom, this one is called V bottom. The market will do what? Come down a bit and continue going up. But when you spot a cone like this, the market will do what? Go up a bit and continue what? Coming down. But if the market does this, let's say you spotted a V bottom, and the market does this, it's invalid. It has broken it. It has broken that resistance zone. So what you should expect now is either market does this way and continue going up. But if you see a cone this way and the market does halfway of it, continue breaking down like this, you know that yes, the market wants to continue coming down. So now we spotted this on the, let me delete all this thing, sorry. Okay, so we spotted this now, right? I'm expecting market to do a bit of this and come down. But if market does what? Break out of this cone I'm seeing here is already invalid. So what is going to happen is two things. It continues falling like it has spotted that zone, retests this resistance zone and break out. Or it does this inside the zone and does what? Come out. So you see why when you spot all these patterns on the smaller time frame, it helps your confidence to grow when you want to take your trade. Now see another, I spotted this V here, you see? It came out here and did what? Continue going. If it did like this, it makes this V, this particular V here, no more a V, is now invalid. So what you should do is look for another pattern to continue moving that way. God, it take me time to delete all these things I just did here. I'm sorry. If you understand what I'm doing, please type yes. If you don't understand, type no. So I can, why I'm telling you to look for these patterns and these structures is to help build your confidence when you go to the smaller time frame to take a trade. So when you see something like this, go on, take that trade, use your fib, draw where the market is going to get to. If it's a 61.8, it's a 50.8, sorry, 50%, 61.8, take your market and take your trade and do what? Continue moving. Let me go to the chat box. My chat box has been blinking since. to an extent. No, Jimo, no, no. Don't say no. Have you been joining the class? Have you joined the support and resistance class? Let me ask. Yeah, Jimo, I think I know you. You're in the group. And Anna, you're in the group too. Okay, let me do a recap. Remember the first step. You draw your zones in the market. And this is a zone we spotted on what? USD JPY using the H1 time frame, right? Oh, this is your first time. Sorry, you won't be able to get it because we've actually passed. No, okay, after this class, I will send you my number, then send you the videos, the recording from what we've done in the past. So that's going to help you understand to the level that we're actually here, okay? It's going to help you understand that. This is my first time joining too. All those joining for the first time, go back to the chat, our chat, is it on WhatsApp or Twitter, and send me a message that you joined tonight's class. I'll send you my number so I can add you to the group, then give you the recording for the previous classes we've done. So you go through it and get yourself acquainted on how to draw your zones for you to take your trade. Okay, that's the first thing, because if you don't understand how I drew this zone, it will be difficult for you to understand it. So now back to those who actually know how to draw the zone but don't understand the structure or the patterns I'm talking about. Now, when I started this class, I told you that there are things you should look out for. Number one is what? W. Another one is M. Another one is V. And the other one is this cone. So when I started, I said, if you spotted a V, let me know. People said, yes, I spotted a V. I spotted an M. I spotted a what? A W. Now, some people call this double bottom. Some call this double top. Others call this V bottom. And this call it inverted V bottom. Now, when you spot these things like this on the higher time frame, it's beautiful. It tells you that this market is actually going. V is for buys. V, if you see a V, a W and a V, you should be expecting an uptrend in the market, that the trend should keep going up. If you spot an M and this cone, you should be expecting the market to do what? Down. The market to keep coming down, going on the downward trend. Now let me text it. Let me write it as a text so you understand. V and W and V. Expect the market to continue downward. Let me reduce this font. M and the cone. I'm going to use a small letter because I can't find this cone. So I use a small letter so you understand that this expects the market to continue upward. I'm sure this is better, right? Let me delete this. I'm going to draw, I'll still draw it back so you understand. Please, you understand what I mean? When you spot a V or a W, expect the market, sorry, oh my God, forgive me. I did it the other way around. Sorry, upward, and this is downward. Sorry. Thank you. Those who saw it and corrected me, thank you. Now, when you see a V and a W, expect the market to do what? Continue upward. When you spot an M and a cone, the cone, just like a pyramid, the Egyptian pyramid, okay? Expect the market to continue downward. But when you spot this thing, always wait for the confirmation. The confirmation is that if you spot, let me see now the W. This is first W that was spotted here. Let me show you. I spotted the W now. Okay, hold on. Let me reset this. Now see this beautiful W here. Moved here, this, and this. First, you make it to create the W. And when it creates it, you don't just enter the market. You wait for it to drop to this line, the middle here. Have you seen this place that the W is? You wait for market to retest there, then this is where you will pick your buy. Pick your buy from here and go what? Up. That is what I'm telling you. But if you spot a W like this that has formed, let me delete this. Let me delete this. Now, this is a valid W. This one we just did now. But if you see a W like this, and what happened in the market, the price falls down, breaking this here, this support here, that this W is invalid. You can't take it. Don't imagine it's going to go up. Forget it. It has broken it. It's not active anymore. But because this did not happen, in the case of this W, it's valid for you to do what? Buy it. That's what I mean. Now I want to look for one that actually is invalid. Let me see if I can spot one. Okay, beautiful. Okay, no, this is not a perfect one. I need a perfect W. Maybe on our previous chart, if I see something that is perfect for us to enter, then we'll enter. Now, I showed you what W and V. When you see it in the market, expect the market to do what? Go up. Now, see this beautiful. Let me delete this and delete this. Now, you see this V. You can see how the difference between the W and this V. The W, you see an impulse move, correction, small impulse, and correction. In between the V, in between the W, you will see the up and down. So it will draw the W well for you like this. But when you're seeing a V, look at this beautiful V here. You see, it just comes down and it goes up. So you expect a pullback that won't be lower than this here. When it stops here, then do what? Buy. That is the confirmed V. If you understand what I'm doing, please, for those who say they don't understand, do you understand now? Ma, I think there's a mistake. Okay, the mistake is for the W and V I wrote earlier, right? Is that what you are actually? Okay, good. The person that said no, you don't understand. Okay, fine. Thank you. Yes, I've actually corrected that. Okay, now, so this is what I mean that when you spot a V or a W in the markets. Now, let's look for M and that Egyptian cone. If we see that Egyptian pyramid. Now, I spotted one Egyptian pyramid here. So I'm expecting it to do what? Okay, beautiful. Good. Now, see what I spotted here. For downward trend. You can see this. It came down. This pullback did not go higher than this. Rather, it came here like this and it did what? For those in our class, they might not take this trade like this because it hasn't broken out from our zone. But we'll wait for it to test our zone and confidently enter our sell. The beauty of support and resistance. If you understand how to draw your zone, trading won't be a problem for you. It will be very easy for you. That is even a small Egyptian pyramid. If we look for a bigger one, we'll spot it and we'll draw it. We'll see how it works. So when you analyze all this, when you get your zone on your H1 and you are still doubting your analysis, Go to 15 minutes and look for these patterns that I just talked about. If you spot this thing like this, be rest assured. Now, like someone, you know, some people will, like my beloved, is my beloved on this call, Cozy. Cozy will analyze the trade. He will see a beautiful trade and he will still be asking me, Mama, can I enter this trade? Now, let me show you. Cozy will see something like this. See this beautiful V. You see? And it did what? It just came back here. Retested this. And what happened? It dropped. Now, this drop, for you to, it did like this. You decide to do what? Buy this V. But what happened? It dropped. This low is lower than this, is lower than this. It will show you that this thing is not what? A valid V for me to enter the market. Let me move this. My niece is actually in the sitting room. I can hear her voice, and that's distracting. Hold on. Now, another thing you should understand when you're spotting patterns. After drawing your support and resistance zone, make sure your pattern falls within your analysis. Now, let me explain what I mean. If you see something like this, you've drawn your, like this V here that is invalid. I will show you why I won't enter this thing. Now, I spotted a V here. You can see what happened here. Even if the V came down here, but because this is my resistance zone, you as a trader, are you going to buy this thing here or will you sell? Remember, you sell on the resistance zone and you buy in the support zone. Now that price is within your what? Your resistance zone. Will you buy because you saw a V that's telling you to buy? Will you buy or will you sell? I want the answers on the chat box for those who have actually been in the class. Good. Adeyemi, good. Who else? Beautiful. Joanne, good. I won't do anything. But Johnson, you have to do something though. Beautiful. So these are the people I know. Okay, yes. So you see that trading needs skill. Even if you spot a pattern and the pattern is against what you've already, your zone. Now you can see that this V is on my what? Resistance zone. So I'm not going to even think of buying it. To me, it's invalid because the most important thing in Forex trading is support and resistance. You sell at your resistance, you buy at your what? Your support. But when you see a V on your support area, please just buy confidently because all the criteria for you to enter that trade is matching. 1, price is on your support zone. 2, you spotted a W or you spotted a V and it has done what? Met all the criteria, came down to test the neckline and it's doing what? You buy with confidence. Put your stop loss, put your take profit and go to bed. No need for you to be looking at your trade. Is it going to obey me? It will obey you. Especially when you do it on the what? On a smaller time frame. Now see this one we spotted here. If you see this Egyptian pyramid like this, and it did this on your resistance zone, will you sell or will you leave it? Yes or no? For those who have been in the class, I understand they will enter a sell without even thinking. What are you going to do? Go to the chat box. Will you sell or will you allow it? You have to stop. Don't be, if you're afraid of taking trade, you shouldn't be a Forex trader. You should go and look for another business. Good. Confidently sell. It has already retested now. Look at the retest here. This one, this pullback here. It retested on my zone. So I will just sell it confidently to the next support. So yeah, Joanne, it has retested here. You can see it. Sell with 100, good, 100% sell. Beautiful. So these are the structures that you see. 1, you draw your zone. 2, go to the lower time frame, 15 minutes. Look for structures that match where your zone are. If you see M and an N on your support, on your what? On your resistance zone, you do what? You look for a sell opportunity. WV on your support zone, you look for what? A buy opportunity. Now look at, there's a what? There's the Egyptian pyramid on my supports. As this for market has closed. So as it is, price is sitting on my what support zone. Now I want to know those who have been following the class. What are you going to do when you see this? Are you going to sell this trade, or you will wait for further confirmation? Break out from your support, from your resistance zone, retest and sell, or you do what? You start buying. What are you going to do? Now that I see within the zone, are you going to allow price to do what? Break out like this, do like this, and do like this? Or will you jump into the trade? What are you going to do? Let me go to the chat box. For those who have been following the class, wait for retest. Good, beautiful, beautiful. Remember, this Egyptian pyramid is a what? A continuation for a sell, but it's sitting on my support zone. So for me to be confident, I have to wait for what? Breakout, retest, then I'll do what? Sell. Because there's a tendency that this thing might not continue breaking out. It will do what? Do like this. In other words, making this Egyptian pyramid invalid for me to sell. Then I'll do what? Wait for a retest and continue buying up. So the analysis for USD JPY. Let me delete this. So write it down. Is sitting on our support zone, and I've spotted an Egyptian pyramid on it. So it's just telling me for now, there's no direction. I have to wait for two things. If this sell is a strong sell, because there are so many things that are telling me that it's going to sell. I'm seeing a stick and flag. If you draw your Fibonacci, this is between 38.2. God, the forest is beautiful. Exactly what I said. 38.2. You see where price is? 38.2. So that's where price got. So it's two things. Will this sell continue, or will it stop at this place? So what we're going to do on Monday is to wait for two things. Price to break out of our support zone, retest it, and we buy. Or do what? Continue, break out from this, retest it, and we do what? Sell. So for analysis for USD JPY, this is what we're waiting for. Break, retest, sell. It has to break out from this support zone. As it is now, price is on our support, on this zone. Price is on this zone. This is the zone where it is now. Hold on. Let me delete this. So this is acting what? See this zone where price is now? I'm expecting two things. Breakout here, retest, then this will be a support zone. Or breakout here, retest, then this will be a resistance zone for price. Now it's just ranging in with, I don't know what's happening. This is the only trend I can see here. This trend here is the downward trend that I've seen. But for me to confirm that this is going to continue, price needs to break out from this movement, this ranging market. And for me to know whether this is a support or a resistance zone, this is what I'm expecting. Breakout of here, retest, here becomes a support zone for buy. Or breakout of here, retest, here becomes a resistance zone for sell. If you understand what I just did, so I can go to the next pair, type yes on the chat box. Say yes, I understand. Okay, beautiful. Fibonacci is just to help you know where the market will stop for you to enter the market. Let me give you an example now. Let me draw a Fibonacci level. If you can see on the screen, 78.2, 61.8, 0.5, 38.2, 23.8, and all that. If you want to draw for a sell, you draw from the top to what? To the bottom for a sell. If you want to do for a buy, from the bottom to the top. Now, looking at this thing, this market is selling using this 15 minutes time frame. You can see this long impulse move, this sell here. Then it's doing a correction. So I'm either waiting for it to continue or does what? Reverse it and go up. But because of my support and resistance zone, I don't know what will happen. I will just wait for break and retest. But if I say I'm expecting this price to continue selling, you pick up your Fibonacci, draw from the top here and do what? To the bottom here. So Fibonacci level means, like now you go to a boutique, you saw a Gucci shirt, and that Gucci shirt costs for $500. But the Gucci shirt have been there for a long period of time. Nobody wants to buy it. The market now decided, the owner of the boutique decided to do what? To do a, what's it called? Price slash on it. There are some areas, if you go to a boutique, you'll see 20% discount, you'll see 50% discount. Maybe that Gucci shirt is very expensive. They cannot do 20%. They'll say, okay, I'm going to do 10% discount. Now, what a Fibonacci level means is price has dropped for so long. So there's a tendency that price might not, for me to know that price has actually, I told you the market moves like when you put that machine on your heart, I see the way your heartbeat is going up. It goes up, down, up, down. So now the market cannot just keep running down. The market has to breathe in and out. So by the time the market is breathing all this way out, I need to take at least a breather. So the Fibonacci will help you know the level at which the market is actually giving you a discount. Okay, I've gone this far. I need to relax. Is it at 23.6 or at 38.2 or at 50% or 61.8 or 78.6? But the most important and very active level is what? 38.2, 50%, and what? 61.8. Those are the three active levels. If you spot a 38.2 on a higher time frame, D1 to what? To monthly. D1 weekly and monthly. It shows you that that market is a strong trend. That means the buyers, let's say that this is a daily one, this is a monthly time frame, and the sellers has been selling, has been going down. Then the buyers decided to do a push, and they pushed and they stopped here. They could not go further here. It shows you that the sellers are actually stronger. They said, come, this is the level you can stop. I can't give you any discounts more than 38.2. You can't go further than that. It shows you that the market is going to drop further down. But if this seller keep pushing up to 50%, push to 60%, push to 78%, it's telling you that the fight between the sellers and the buyers is what? The buyers are actually winning a bit. So even if it's going to sell, it won't sell for long. Christopher Terry, the CEO of iMarket Live, has 25 years experience in the forex market. He said for the higher time frame, for you to know the continuation, the strongest continuation of that trend, if you see that price reversed at the 38.2, that trend is a strong trend. It's going to continue going that direction. So if this price came down here, the bulls lifted it up to this place and they stopped, know that that trend is going to continue going down, because the strengths of the bears are still strong. So what the Fibonacci does is to help you know the level at which the market has gotten. Now you can say I drew my fib from here to here. The market stopped here. It could not move above 38.2. It kept hitting here, coming back, hitting here, coming back. So my own tendency is either it will respect this because this is a strong zone. So for me to know, is this zone now the support zone for this or a resistance zone for this zone? I will wait for price to break out, retest, then I drop it. That is it. So until I confirm that this Egyptian cone is powerful and this pattern is going to make this trend continue downwards, I will wait for this thing to break out here, do a retest, then I'll sell. I'm sure you understand what the Fibonacci, the person that asked the Fibonacci. Let me go back to the chart. Somebody asked. Yeah, look, man, I'm sure you understand now, right? Good. So for USDJPY, we don't have a certain, we have not confirmed this yet until price breaks out from this. But looking at this from a higher scale, all I see is the stick and flag. I'm expecting the downward movement. But before I can confirm that downward movement, because one, I've seen the stick and flag. Remember I told you stick and flag. When you say stick and flag, you wake up, we expect price to break out from it. I've seen stick and flag, which continues downward. I've seen the Egyptian cone, which is telling me downward. I will now wait for what? Price to break out of my zone, retest it, then I will know that yes, this trend is strong. So this is what I'm expecting by next week for USDJPY, for price to break out from our zone before we can confirm the direction in which we are going. I'm sure that is okay for USDJPY. My chart is blinking. Let me check so I can go to the next chart. Sorry, how can I join the group? Don't worry, just the person that sent you the link. If I'm the one, just tell me that you joined the class today and I'll give you my number. I'll give you my number. You join the group. So that's for USDJPY. Now GBP USD. You know this pair has been buying. So now let's go to the monthly. So what do you see? Downward move or what? Upward move. Without analysis, what are you seeing? Without analysis, what are you seeing? Up or down? Please, let's communicate. Type on the chat box. Down, beautiful, down. Creating what? Valley, peak, valley, peak, valley, peak, valley. You can see it. Now, for us to know whether the market has reversed, remember the next class we're going to do is price action. So go and study about price action so it will be easy for you. I told you about pin bar and engulfing. Those are the two candles I actually respect a lot when I spot them on a higher time frame. So now we've seen that this market is coming down and down and down on the higher time frame. But last week, GBP USD was buying. So for us to know why, let's go to weekly. What are you seeing on weekly without analysis? We're still seeing what? Something is going down. See this beautiful M. These are for position traders. Position traders spot this. They will wait for this. Then they will continue selling. You can see, as I told you, your account balance determines the time frame you should use to analyze. Because by the time a position trader waits for this, they don't use 0.01. They use 100 lot size, 1,000 lot size, 500 lot size. They don't use 0.01. They don't use one standard because they are confident enough that this trend is going to give them at least $500,000, $1 million. Those are the people we call position traders. They can even spot this thing on, spot this M, analyze it, look at the cone. Even so, you can see this Egyptian cone here. You can see this small Egyptian cone. Oh God, hold on, let me delete this. So you can't come and enter trade here because you have a small no. See the Egyptian cone here? They wait for retest like this and they do what? Boom, they enter the market. When they see a W like this, they would even panic, wait for a retest. These are the people that are using massive lot size. Lot size is that when you see it like this, like what's the name of this guy? I've forgotten his name. He has been buying gold since gold was at $1,450. He has been buying gold. Presently, gold is what? At $1,900. and gold went up to 2,000, he's still buying it. He's expecting gold to go to $2,050. So these are position traders. They are not in and out like us, coming in and out. So like I said earlier, your account balance determine the what time frame you use to analyze and enter trade. Good, go to the higher time frame just to know what the market is doing. Is it coming up or is it going down? It will tell you the direction. You go and draw your support and resistance zone and enter your market peacefully without what? Panic. So you can see that there are patterns everywhere, both on the higher time frame, patterns everywhere. Okay, so we've seen what's happening on the weekly. We'll go to the daily. What's happening on the daily? Okay, now daily, what are you seeing? Is it still moving up or is it still coming down? What are you seeing? Please type on the chat box on the daily time frame. What are you seeing? The market is still downward. So for me to know that the market is going to break, it has to do what? Out this and boom, right? But without analysis, no sentiment, the market is going down. Beautiful. Somebody said up. How do you know it's going up? It has not broken this. It has not broken this. So this is the last lower high. It's still on the same level. See, double top here. Market has not broken it. So what we are just seeing generally is what? Downward trend without any analysis. No sentiment from your, just looking at it. What are you seeing? The market is going down. You know, sometimes when you overanalyze, it does what? Can you use line charts to detect the W and V? Yes, you can use line chart, but I prefer for detecting patterns, it's better for you to use your price action. You can use your line chart, yes, to do it, but will you wait? Oh, let me go and check it this and come down. Yeah, you can, but I just prefer using price action because you can see the pattern there, the W, the M, and all those things on the price action. Okay, good. So let me delete it. So we understand that the market is coming down. Now let's go to H4. What is the market doing? Now here you can know that, oh, sorry. Here you can see on the H4 without analyzing it that the market is going up on your H4. See that you can see it's going up here. So you understand why the market was buying. Even though on the higher time frame, you are seeing a sell. But that little move, that one candle is moving on the higher time frame, is a big trend on the lower time frame. So you need to understand that. So you can see it now. Without analysis, what's this market doing? It's climbing up. So now what am I going to do? How can I know what to do? I'm a bit confused. Is the market on the smaller, higher time frame is selling? On H4 is buying. What should I do? Go to your H1 and look for your zones. Finish. If you see here too, market is what? Let me delete it. It's going up. So I'll just do what? Change to line charts. Look for my zone. Since I've spotted that the market is actually going up, this is the last impulse move here. Okay, no, there's an impulse move here. This place, sorry. So let me open this a bit. All right, I've seen an impulse move. Beautiful. I've seen an impulse move here to here. Zoom out to the barest minimum. Okay, seen an impulse move. So now another impulse move, because I need to know what's going to happen, where price is going to get to in the future. Here and here. This is the next impulse move. somewhere around here. If it's not going to go down, where will it get up? This is the next impulse move that moved there. Sorry, see why I drew this from here, from this movement to this movement, from here to here. So let me change it back. Retest. Let me reset it. Okay, so we can see what happened here. Price broke out from this resistance zone and is doing a what? Retest. So what am I expecting based on this is for me to what? Sell this here. Even if you're seeing up, based on this now, it's either you wait, you say, oh, I'm seeing an uptrend, let me wait till it breaks out here, or you continue selling. You know, you wonder why Euro what's it called? Euro AUD. We sold and we did what? We bought. Even though we know that the trend is an uptrend, it's because of the power of support and resistance. It will tell you when to do what to leave the market, when you're selling against the trend, or when you're doing this. Now look at price broke out of this zone. All I'm doing for waiting for which happened here. See the retest here. Then I'll do what? Sell my market in peace. That's what happens. So now look at that. I've expanded it well. So two things will happen in this market. So now this is what we've seen on the H1. So let's go to 15 minutes and see if you can draw any pattern here. Please, if you can see a pattern now on this my resistance zone that I'm seeing, just type it from here, just from here. Don't go too far. Just from here all to this place. If you can see a pattern, let me even move it forward. If you can see a pattern, I'm coming to the chat box. I want to see those who have good eyes. So if you are confused that this is an uptrend, M, beautiful, M, beautiful. Those who saw M, good. Someone is seeing V, okay. If you see V too, it's still fine. Because what? V is still telling me that I'm going to do what? Sell, right? So if you are seeing V, which is this, I'm sure the V the person saw is this one here. It's still telling me that I'm going to sell. Beautiful. Now, for me to see the M, it gives me confidence now that the market is going to continue selling because I spotted the M on my resistance zone. So now this is a resistance zone because price has broken out of the zone. Unlike USDJPY, price is still within my zone. So I don't know if this, what's it called? This will continue or it won't continue. Do you get it? So that is why you will just allow it to be that way. Okay, no, someone said V, sorry. V is a buy, not V is a buy. When you see a V, you wait just like this and go on. And you have to wait for it to break out. So, but this M, now look at the M I spotted. I don't know that if that's the same M some people saw. You see this, it broke out. This price is retesting here. So what I'm expecting is what? If it's the same thing that I'm seeing that you saw, please type on the chat box. If that's the same thing, say yes. Let me know that that's the same M. You are seeing the same M with me. Please type yes. If that's the same M you saw, let me expand it better. You can see it. Good. So with this pattern, it will do what? Give you more confidence that yes, this market is good for what? A sell. So GBP USD for next week, maybe if market open, there can be a gap that will move it up a bit. If it moves it up a bit, fine. Can move it up a bit, then do what? To sell. So we understand that we're selling to this level here. This is going to be our take profits here, this next zone. Our take profit. Now let me draw my fib to know what happened. Okay, so if price is going to come up, if I'm expecting it to come up, maybe my 50%, then drop. But with my resistance and structure, I have confidence that what, by next week, as soon as market open, you know, we don't enter the market on Sunday. Sunday we'll do all the thing that they will do. By Monday, we'll look for positions there and enter. So now this will either happen, maybe by Sunday market to keep selling here. Fine for those who want to end. But I've seen what I'm seeing here is a sell to this zone. So by Monday, I will look at what's happening, and I'm selling GBP USD. USD JPY, nothing yet. The market will determine what will happen. But GBP USD, based on my support and resistance and structure, we've spotted a sell pattern for GBP USD. Please, if you understand it, can you type yes on the chat box? Yes on the chat box, so I can move to the last sell. Good, beautiful. How many people on this call? Okay, so we've analyzed this one. We know the direction of the market. You know, we're already buying Euro AUD. So we've seen a direction for GBP USD. No direction yet for USD JPY. So by next week, we're taking the ones that we've seen. Now this is gold. This is my baby. Let me go. Everybody knows that gold has been going up. So there's no, it's up. It's been an uptrend since 2007. You can see it. Up, 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 up. Weekly, up. Daily, up. She's going up. H4, that's where it's stuck. Between down and what? Up. You can see it here. It's stuck here. This is a ranging market. That's why when what's his name? Is it Uche? He told me he wants to analyze USD JPY. Is he on this call? Uzo, so I think his name is Uzo or what? He analyzed the pair for us the last time we had a meeting. You see, it's consolidating. That's why we have been buying in, out of the consolidating market, but it's very dangerous. You can just be doing up and down, but because gold have lots of pair, so you can actually do it in a consolidation market of gold, but it's very dangerous. Now, these are the consolidation. We don't know what's going on, but if you look at the Uzo, is it Uzo? I don't know his name. If you're on this call, tag me up. So because he said he has something for us on USD JPY, so he can share with us. Now, if you look at the H4, you saw that the market did what? Came up all this way and started coming down like this. But we don't know, and started going flat. So two things are going to happen. Is either the market will do what? Go down this way, or what? Continue its upward trend. But how can we detect that? We spotted this on H4. Now you go to what? 1 hour line charts. What's the usefulness for line charts? I need to know what my zones. Which one is the support zone? Which one is the resistance zone? You know, this is consolidating, but because this is gold, any little move can give you, even in the consolidating market, the pips are what? Large. It's only those that understand it that trade it. Okay, you can see it's in the consolidating market. All these ones are within the same thing. So the future is here. Here and here. So if price make any attempt to break out from this zone, finally to go down, the next place price is coming is here. You can see price has been coming here, breakout, just be playing in within. All these things are consolidation on a higher time frame. But these are what you're going to see on a lower time frame. Now, this is the next impulse move from this downward here to this. So you draw it. If it breaks out of this consolidation move to the upside, the next place price is going is what? Up here. Let me use a rectangle. Let me use a straight line. That's 1945. That's if it breaks out of this zone. If it comes down, it's coming back to what? 1875. You can see what price has been doing here since October. It actually came on the 6th of October. Price came here, 1870. Broke up to this area. Let me draw a zone within that place, within that consolidation zone. I can see from here. Look at the pullback. What I'm doing is picking the current pullback, this one from here to here. I'll pick it and just draw it for me to know where price is, and then change it back. You can see here is respecting those zones. Why price is acting like this? Because there's no direction. It's not coming down, it's not going up. It's consolidating. But gold, even if price is consolidating, it has larger pips than every other currency. For those that are trading it, you know how it moves. So even within this market that is going up and down like there's a lot of money to be made. So now from all these things, we see that price is on our what? Is on a zone here. To know if this zone is resistance or support, price has to break out of it and do what? Break out here, go up, or break down and come down. That is the only way I can tell that this market is going to continue. But if you look at it from the analysis here, based on what you're seeing, you can see it's just making what creates is within. Let me draw a trend line. For those who understand channel, I don't want to bombard you with different strategies. It will just make you very confused. Everything is support and resistance. Whether you're using trend line, whether you're using trend line, you're using anything, they all fall within the support and resistance zone. Price respects it a lot. Doesn't matter what you're doing. All right, so if you actually want to trade this gold, okay, now we've spotted it. You can see it's just within that channel, going up, down, up, down. Look at it. So the direction is not yet, we don't know if it's going up or it's coming down. But based on the higher time frame, the direction is upward. But because I don't know what to do yet, I've drawn my support and resistance zone. This zone, I don't know if it's a support yet or a resistance zone. Price has to break out, retest, then I'll know what's happening. Now let me go to the smaller time frame to see if I can spot any pattern. I spotted one pattern. Can anybody see the same pattern I spotted? Let me reduce it. If you can see a pattern, let me type the pattern you see. If you can see a pattern, let me go to the chat box. V. Okay. I've not seen a V. I've actually seen an M. Okay. I'm sure the V that people are seeing is this V. This invalid V. Because if this was a valid V, you see, this one would have happened halfway, then continue going up. But you saw that it's invalid. It just did like this and zoom, it came down. It just broke. So if you don't understand how to trade gold, please just let it go. You can make money from all that currency. Leave gold for the big boys. But see what I spotted here, an M. Have you seen it? Price came here, do this. So there's a tendency it might come back up here to this place, go like this, or price does what? Continue like this. Anyhow, but since it's still within this zone, I won't take this trade until I see a breakout. This is what I expect for me to enter this breakout, retest, I sell. Or it breaks out from here, retests, and I buy. It's better to confidently do what? See your strategy and take it, or rush into the trade and you lose money. So for gold, there's no direction I'm seeing on gold. And let me give you a secret for gold and USD JPY. I'm going to write it down. That's one thing nobody, some people know about it anyway. Gold and USD is correlated. If gold is buying, USD JPY will be selling. If gold is selling, USD JPY is buying. Let me type it. Why? I will tell you why. The Japanese yen, they invest on what? More on gold. One of the, you know what controls the market? If you're, for those that join it, fundamental, technical, economic, things are happening in different countries. Political, like for America, is politics. For some other country, it could be a natural resources. Some other country, it could be what? Currencies. They are travel and tour. Different things push their currency to increase. For yen, is gold, more of gold. So when you see when yen is selling, you know when you see USD JPY, USD JPY, USD JPY is correlated. Gold. So if gold is buying, USD JPY, sell, vice versa. You can notice that I did not see anything on what? USD JPY. So the same thing with this. Because you can search, you can go to Google and search for correlated pair and non-correlated pair. This one move opposite. Some move the same way. GBP USD, AUD USD, and Euro USD, they move the same direction. I will look for my book. I'll go back to my notes and I will do a screenshot. I'll send it to the group for those who are in the group. So you can see pairs. When you're trading, you go for the pairs that move on the same direction. So it's not when you're buying this, you're selling this. No, look for the ones. I think GBP USD, GJ, there's some pairs like that. You can notice that on the chart, when one is buying, the other one is buying. You can see some pair, when one is selling, the other one is buying. For USD JPY and gold, if gold is buying, USD JPY will sell. If gold is selling, USD JPY will buy. Now look at this chart now. Look at this thing you are seeing here for gold. Let's go to USD JPY. What's that? That's a 15 minutes chart, right? Let me reduce it. I want to see this impulse move. What year is this? This impulse move, 20th October. I need 20th October. So I'm trying to look at the dates. Okay. Now look at USD JPY. On the 20th of October, look at my screen here. This thing did what? Dropped. Like this. Now, 20th where am I drawing stuff? This is 20th October. This will happen. It went what up? So they are opposite each other. For gold, if gold sells, expect USD to do what? Buy. But if this one begins to sell, this one will do what? Continue buying. But for now, there's no direction because all is still within a zone. So until they break out of the zone where they are, like you can see this one too, is on the zone. Until it breaks out from it, that will not tell us what direction to move, up or down. If you understand what I did, please type yes. Yes, they are. Okay, I'm going to stop this class because the person recording it says his battery is down. So let all the recording don't actually go off. So you understand what it is now, right? So the only pair we are taking next week, because we understand it until this happens, is Euro AUD. We're already on Euro AUD buy, and GBP USD what? Sell. So USD JPY and gold will tell us what is going to happen. Are we going to do what? Buy it or sell it? It's going to take the market to tell us what will happen. So we'll just wait for our what? Zones to be broken. We'll wait for our pattern to do what? This pattern has showed me that yes, this sell is going to continue. But because it's still on my zone, let's just give it benefit of doubt to do what? Come out of it. Retest it and we'll do what? We'll sell. From here to here on 0.01, I can give you $100. Because this is how many pips? This is about 1,000 pips. Or 0.01, that's $100 if we're patient. If you're using 0.1, that's $1,000. So is it not better you patiently wait and see what price tells you, then you enter the market with peace of mind than jump into the market and it goes against you? So I think we've done for today. We understand the patterns. When you do your zone, you go to the smaller time frame, spot for patterns. We spotted the M here. He has done his retest. So we're expecting to sell this next week as soon as markets open. Euro AUD, we spotted the W. It came to our neckline here, and we're expecting the market to do what? Buy from here to go up as expected. If it doesn't respect it, we have our stop loss. That's why there's a stop loss. Okay, never trade without a stop loss. If you forget to put your take profit, don't forget to put your what? Stop loss. So this is a beautiful MW pattern. Price has done it. So comfortably, I am buying this pair next week, Euro AUD. Thank you very much. Is there any question? Let's give 2 minutes for question. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay. All right. So we're going to continue another time. For those in the group, send your charts. Send your charts. Don't just send it. Explain what you actually seeing. The essence of this thing is not for you to wait for me to give signals. I want everybody to be a signal provider themselves. So even if you leave the shores of Nigeria to anywhere, all you need is your mobile phone, your laptop. You can make. You don't need to go and be sweeping the streets or washing dead bodies or doing anything. All you need to do is pick your laptop, get an internet, sit down and comfortably make money for yourself. Thank you very much. I love you. Go and practice what I've actually taught you. And next week, we'll do it. All right? For those who say they're not in the group, go to Twitter. If you got this from Twitter, send me a message that you joined the class today. I'll send you my number and add it to the group. Thank you and God bless you all. Femi, please, you can actually end this.